CW Hurricane Logan, appreciate you being here, man. The statement here has been displayed that Miami will pay. Overtime losing coaches won't be a huge deal. It'll transition into how Bama loses coaches, just got to win.
Well, I mean, if we're able or willing to spend money, the answer to that is yes, or I agree. You know, like, again, you bring in Brian McClendon with you from Oregon, to very, very high performer at his job. He moves on to Georgia. Cool. We go get Josh Gattis, the literal Broyles Award winner, as offensive coordinator and wide receivers coach, with a bump in pay. That's how you replace somebody who leaves, you know, not by saying, okay, we're going to go to the bargain basement bin. Oh, Eddie, good catch. I didn't see that before the show. You know, but yeah, like, you lose McClendon and then you bring in, you know, Gattis. That's how you do it. And if Miami continues to financially support the athletic department and football program in such a way, that should be how it is moving forward, Logan. I agree.
What happened with the helmet display actually was, I was talking to Cam before we started to record. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a white helmet that I thought was the Miami helmet. It was the Texas helmet, and I put it behind me.
Gotcha.
We have a super sticker, I believe, coming in from our guy, Falconer X. Thank you so much for being here. As always, man, you are consistent, if nothing else, and a rabid Miami fan. We appreciate your comments and your contributions, sir. All right. We also have some assistant hirings to run down, so I will let you cut loose on those.
Jamil Adai from Georgia, their defensive back coach, is coming over to Miami. He's already posted his thank you very much to the University of Georgia. It was a great time. Thank you for Coach Kirby. Smart and everything, but my journey is going to continue elsewhere. Boom. Miami has not announced him yet. I think they're waiting to do all the rest of the assistants at the same time, but you get one for the offensive coordinator, one for the defensive coordinator announcement, you know, individual. But Jamil Adai, one of the best defensive backs coaches. First of all, he played at West Virginia. Went to the league for a while. Then he coached up a bunch of teams, but including West Virginia, to having one of the best passing defenses in America a few years ago. If you don't remember that, that was Jamil Adai. He moves on to Georgia. You see the Georgia secondary. Obviously, they win a national championship and monster on the recruiting trail. I've talked with some people who do not necessarily agree with all of the recruits that he is credited for getting. However, even if it's not 100%, go look up the list, because we ran down the list for McClendon. Because remember, when it was rumored, I was like, I'm not sure. Then I looked it up and I was like, oh, hey, wait, I was wrong. I looked up Jamil Adai before I even had a chance to really formulate an idea, because I was like, yo, if you're coaching DBs at Georgia, you got to be good, right? Yeah, look at all the 4 and 5 stars that are on his recruiting list. Including in this last class. Like, yeah, he's kind of that guy. Been reported that he signed a 2-year deal, not a 1-year, as defensive backs coach here. Obviously, coaches leave deals all the time, but coming on down, yeah, just energy, incredible coaching acumen, and by demonstrated performance over many years, and another dynamic recruiter. So I saw somebody tweet it, but really at this point, it's looking like we traded Brian McClendon to Georgia for Josh Gattis and Jamil Adai. I'm taking that trade any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Much as I love McClendon and want him to be here, if we got to trade you to get the Broyles Award winner and that monster as a defensive backs coach, I mean, where do you want me to send your stuff? See ya, bye, because I'm going to take those two. You know what I mean? So you have that. Frank Ponce from Appalachian State. They're play calling offensive coordinator. All right, so I want this to be clear. He's the man who called plays for them, right? He's leaving there to come home to Miami to be the quarterback's coach, and the quarterback's coach only, not co-offensive coordinator in title, from what's been reported. He will be the quarterback's coach exclusively. That, again, is a huge win for Mario Cristobal, because if you look at the Appalachian State offense, you get Chase Bryce, who's extra regular, to be a 3,400-yard passer with 27 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. Like, that offense, we saw firsthand, inside, outside zone. They're doing all kinds of different things. They're moving players around. They're getting guys the ball in space. They're utilizing all that talent. Frank Ponce installed that, built that, called plays for them, and is giving that up to be the quarterback's coach here. That's another big power move. And again, if you're looking to move forward, if you're Frank Ponce, I mean, now I have now, and look, he's not coming in with the dregs of the earth and trying to get somebody to be average. You're coming in with Tyler Van Dyke, who you could make the case is the best returning quarterback in America, non-Bryce Young division. But you can make that case, right? So you're coming in with, you know, really top performer. How do you make them even better? And now look, I've been at these other places. He coached with Cristobal at FIU back in the day. So there's that personal connection as well. But coached there, go to App State, work my way up to be the play calling offensive coordinator, which is crazy, right? Which is good. Leave there in the mountains of West Virginia, of North Carolina, come back home to Miami as quarterback's coach, elevate either at Miami or somewhere else. So if you're looking to be a play calling offensive coordinator elsewhere in the Power 5, or Frank Ponce, a young man in this game, and he's looking to be a head coach down the line, again, this is another centering move to be able to get forward up the other side. And I think, yeah, on title, of course, it's a step back. It's a clear step back from play calling offensive coordinator to only quarterback position coach. But the quarterback position coach job at Miami is a more prestigious job than the play calling offensive coordinator at Appalachian State. And it will enable him probably to move forward. So, yeah, it's and Daniel Cedeno, if it's QB coach and passing game coordinator, so you can pay him a little bit more, hey, even better, bro. Like, that's great. And everybody, of course, is saying that Frank Ponce is being groomed to be the next offensive coordinator if and when Josh Gattis leaves for a head coaching job. That could very well be true. And I tweeted this before. To get Frank, because people were talking about Frank Ponce coming over as a lateral from offensive coordinator at App State to offensive coordinator here. No. Need another couple mango seasons. Not ready for that right now. But coming over as QB coach / passing game coordinator and elevating eventually to offensive coordinator if Josh Gattis leaves. And again, that's not a certainty. Why? Miami has money. We don't have to go that relatively cheap route of staying interior and elevating. Now, if Frank Ponce demonstrates that he's the guy, right? And you can also say, look, I learned some stuff at App State. I've done some stuff here, and I'm willing to, and I've learned how to put those things together, melding in with your idea of being physical, even in a different way than we did at App State, because like clearly we didn't have, big boy bully size, right? But put all that together, I'm ready for the OC job. You can say, what? You know what? Yes, Frank. This is why I brought you with me at FIU. This is why I've been watching you over there at App State. This is exactly what it is. If that is the move that Mario chooses to make, yes. But that is not a requirement that we need to go and do that.